Alright guys, I'm with me at the weirdo. This is FIFA 18. This is my Huddersfield Town career. This is the start of the third pre-season. Um, First two seasons in the Premier League finished fifth and then second. Only just missed out on the Premier League title thanks to a bit of bad luck in the last couple of games. I think I decided to simulate a match to try and help Aston Villa out, as they are one of my favourite clubs as well. They used to be my Premier League team until they got relegated and Huddersfield made it into the Premier League. Still follow them, so they were in my season in the Premier League and they were struggling. I thought simulate it, just play some fit players and hopefully I'll come out with a draw. But if I don't, at least they've got a decent win because I knew that if I played them, I'd smash them. So then, in the last game of the season, I needed to win to guarantee that I kept the kept the lead at the top of the table, and unfortunately, I didn't manage to do it. So, this season, though, I'm hoping that that's the goal, is to win the Premier League title. Probably won't simulate any matches this season. But I'm in pre-season, and the main reason for doing this video is to get me started on tonight's marathon streaming. I want to do quite a few different games tonight, this being the first one. Mainly to give a shout out to Huddersfield. Obviously, that's my local team. Massive congratulations to the lads for managing to survive, pulling out two of the biggest performances of the whole season, pulling out points against Chelsea and Man City before that, making it so that essentially we can relax, play our football, and hopefully come out with a good performance against Arsenal. And yeah, hopefully that'll be pretty cool to see. I myself, unfortunately, due to it being changed, it's no longer on live TV. I don't think I'll be able to watch it. But well done. We managed with Premier League. We're staying up. It's awesome news, and it was very nerve-wracking listening to it on the radio. I don't have access to Sky Sports and didn't really want to deal with the lag from a stream, so managed to get TalkSport on the go, and it was still good enough to listen to it, but nerve-wracking all the same. But for once we did it on our own. We didn't need help from Southampton, Swansea, Stoke or anybody. We did it on our own. We pulled off the draws that we needed to get there. I was expecting us to need to beat Arsenal, to be honest, or at least draw against Arsenal, but after seeing them pull a point against Man City and then score against Chelsea, and well, luckily for Chelsea, they got that would have been embarrassing, I think, for them, but luckily they managed to get a fluky goal. I still haven't seen it. I'm probably going to watch that at some point this weekend, but I can't believe that happened. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on, I'll play a match and then think about what I'm going to play next. But I just want to comment on the problem with the way youth works in the two things that piss me off about FIFA 18, and hopefully that they can work on for FIFA 19, is this: sell or make a profit from youth players of 2.6 million. Doesn't have to be one, I'm guessing it could be several. That's fine, that's good, but none of my youth players get past contract negotiations. None of them get past contract negotiations. Plenty I've offered to sell for like 600,000, a million, quite cheap. because none of them are able to get to that level because of this system. This system, should I say, which is the training system, which basically means that you have to, like, you can only develop 5 players, maybe, I don't know, however many players you can develop. You should be able to develop at least 11 players, because you've got a squad of 11 and you need 11 players on the pitch, so therefore you would think you'd need to train at least 11 players. I think you should be able to train 20 players as a decent figure. I don't think it's fair that it takes so long for players to develop using training and stuff. I do, however, think that obviously you get the more benefit out of it by doing the training drills yourself, and I can't really see myself spending the time to do that. And I think that the whole point in being able to simulate it is that, you know, you take a little bit of a knock, but it really does take a lot of effort to get a player to achieve their full potential, far too much, and it doesn't really hinder anyone, as it's a single player experience, if you make that a little bit easier. It doesn't really solve anything, and you can argue that there will be people who don't like it because it's too easy. Well, I'm sorry, but you're playing FIFA. This is not a game that's meant to be challenging. If you want the challenge, that's when you go and you play it online. Hence, I don't play it online, because I don't play FIFA for the challenge. I play it to enjoy it and to dominate and to basically enjoy myself. I still have to play it on Legendary, with slightly tweaked settings, because the pace and stamina of the game is always a bit messed up. It's like the AI has double the amount of stamina and speed no matter what stats are. So we'll continue on. We'll look at the next match. I definitely want to look at the transfer market, mainly because I want to bring in a better player, because I can't seem to bring my youth players up. I'm not right keen on the idea of selling any of my main players. I don't really see why they never offer over the amount that they're worth, and it's just like really frustrating. So I think the problem as well is with the transfers. If I go to sign a player that's decent enough to play for, like, say, one of the top 4 teams in the Premier League at the start of FIFA 18, like, you know, Man City's, Man United's, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, something like that, maybe Spurs. If they're good enough to play for them, if I go to sign them, it's like I need a little bit more money than that should be necessary, and I also end up having to pay stupid amount for wages as well. And although that is semi-realistic, like, the money that you have to play with is not semi-realistic in comparison to it. It's just a bit ridiculous, really, as to what you need to do to, get there. I mean, personally, I can't seem to find decent players that can, pull it out of the bag. But I'm going to look for a striker more than anything. Pacey and first team quality striker. I'm not really seeing any of these players that are really that good. I'm going to scout a couple of players. I don't really want to sign him, but I'm going to scout him. And I'm going to scout him because he's Dutch. Like the Dutch players. I really do wish that if I go... Can I go into the scouts? This guy's in France. This guy's in Germany. This... Send to country. I don't know where I want to send him though, that's the problem. Do I send him to... Russia? Then I'm going to look at seeing who these guys are, seeing if there's anybody that stands out for me. I'm not really expecting any of them to. Jonathan Laker, I mean, I'd love to bring in somebody, you know, worthwhile, but it seems like all of these. That's the thing, is like when you win the Premier League, or you come in the top 3 or the top 4 2 seasons in a row, you'd expect other players to be more interested in signing for you, but it doesn't seem to work that way. It's like the game is meant to play better, maybe. It's meant to be more realistic play when you start at the bottom and work your way up. Like, you start as a player, you play for years, you develop up, you get to the point where you're a Champions League player, quality, and then you drop back down on the management rung. You start as a manager for a lower league side, and you work your way up, and then more players will sign for you when you eventually get to Premier League. But you've spent like 5 years getting there. It's like, for me, it's like, surely if you were good enough, and you started higher up and you won higher up, then it would be beneficial. But yeah, I mean, most of these are quite young. We'll leave it at that. And we'll crack on with this match. I think 14 minutes build up is plenty. See, I want to make a profit on these guys, but I don't see me making a profit because, you know, you're best off basically selling all your players that are above a certain age, like say 26, 27, and just playing your youth squad all the time, because players who are already experienced are mangy and always want to be played, don't appreciate that you need to build up your youth squad, and players who are like young don't care and they're just happy to play. And it just basically, if you can get away with it, if you're good enough at the game to get away with it, there's no reason for you to play a decent side, like, because the whole point is to build the youth players and win the game that way. It's just like, I don't know. But anyway, I don't think he's going to go transfer. We'll give you an example. I'll try and hopefully get play on until that result comes back. Kwana, they're interested in signing Colin Kwana for that amount, $1 million. So I'm going to freaking accept that as well. He's likely to go because he's older, but you never know. Let's just play on. The only reason I'm getting rid of Colin Kwana really is because I want to bring in somebody that can do that job that's not Colin Kwana. Just want to bring in somebody different. I've never been a massive fan of him in real football, but he's improving. He's definitely improving. Hopefully he will improve some more, because he's got the potential. I'm not going to deny he's got the potential there. Billing didn't have a brilliant game last time. Let's bring in Pearson, because he's another player I could make a serious profit out of. Axelson is definitely worthy of starting at least one game this tournament. And the only reason I think I need to start somebody other than Lee is because Lee is quite green, shall we say, and Per Franson scored. Is it Per Franson? I can't remember. I feel like that's his name, but it's not going to tell me, is it? Well, if he scores, we'll find out. I do think that putting Matlow on the right back position might be a good idea as well. Give him a game. I just wish that you did. Maybe it's like the same with Football Manager. I sign players. I want to play my youth players to improve them, but I don't have the ability to do this because I don't have the ability to have friendly matches in between. And then when you do book them, you usually got like on Football Manager, you used to have like problems with like injuries and stuff because you'd book matches too frequent, so you can't really win. But on FIFA, it'd be really cool if you could have like friendlies anytime. Like you could just decide, right, I want a friendly, or I'd settle for when you do a pre-season tournament, you also can play friendlies, but you can pick them yourself. It's like you can choose, and or maybe you pick where you want a friendly, and then you have the option to select, say, like from 5 teams. The same with like if you maybe have like a break.
Well, the players getting fitter game by game. It's the 3rd round of matches in this European International Cup, this pre-season tournament.
Oh, it's nice that the referees
getting into the swing of things now.
them.
We've seen some pretty entertaining football so far, hoping for more of the same here.
Huddersfield Town have this team at their disposal today. 2 banks of 4, 4-4-2. And that's into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Not the hardest thing he'll have to do today by any means. Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area. And now the shot! Shot blocked here. They should be able to play on a wider front now, Alan, shouldn't they, with the signing of this winger?
Yeah, they were a bit narrow, I thought, previously, so this will widen the pitch a bit. Should be a good addition.
Good vision here. This might be it! Right from the kickoff.
Yes.
What scoring they have now.
Sharp from the off, and what a good goal.
Oh,
And that is not lucky by any means. He knew exactly where he wanted to hit that and hit it with power.
So tonight, this is just the start, a little bit of FIFA to get me warmed up. I may move over,
And that has opened
may
the scoring.
switch between
1-0
Twitch
here.
and YouTube.
Attacking well here. Looking for teammates in the middle. And it's gone out for a throw. There's good progress with this attack. Able to cut that out with some sharp movement. And they're trying to dispossess him. It's good vision to be able to switch the play there. He's very confident with the ball at his feet. Good screening, and he's kept the ball. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Trib. Moving the opposition around with these two players.
No, they're not. They're just fucking boring the tits off me.
Jurgensen. I like the look of this attack. And in he goes with the tackle. He's cut that out well read. He's in here. Super goalkeeping. And it's out for a corner. Put the corner in the middle. And it's a shot now. Threw everything behind that shot.
Nakobe is actually on the pitch.
On target.
Well, if he keeps getting in those kind of areas, I'm sure he'll score pretty soon.
Defender is not going to score pretty soon.
They've got the ball in the middle of the pitch here. There's some potential in this move. Delivered into the box. Well, that's going to be a chance for him. And shoots! Two in front now.
Well, keep the concentration, and they've won this match, I think.
Is that Axelson? Or is it Franson? I think it might be Franson.
Replay confirming for us here that the goalkeeper did get a touch.
Jens Franson. I knew it was short.
Keep the ball out of his net.
Well, he is his own harshest critic, this lad, and he'll blame himself for that, I think, having got a touch.
Restarting at 2-0. There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view. This is Campbell. And that's broken up by the defender before the cross could come in. Now here's a chance. On the attack here. Good defending.
I think that.
They'll need to try and get the ball back now. And the referee says,
free kick.
That's a free kick.
Not that I want it.
Jurgensen. He's blocked that well. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Now Campbell. It'll be a throw. Trib. Well, they look promising there in that wide area, but the defender's done well. That's a fine challenge.
It's not
he's
a
got
fine
the ball.
Oh, nearly.
Trib. That's very good shielding of the... Now the shot!
It's
Stopped by Lössl, the goalkeeper. Quite an easy save, really. Here's a chance to go down the outside of the opposition. It's a good cross. He's put that into his own net.
He hasn't put it into his own net. I scored, and if it's an own goal, I'm going to get pissed off. Oh, fuck's sake.
That could be a very costly own goal because they're trailing to it now. Well, now they've won the ball back in the middle of the park by intercepting that pass. And here they are on the attack. Gets his cross in. Oh, he's gone for the chip. Cheeky. Well, all credit for taking the volley on, but in the end, nowhere near the target.
Well, it's a difficult skill, and you get it off a fraction, and that can happen. It goes wide.
Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area. That's a good idea with the... He's got his shot off now. Well, that needed a more subtle
bullshit.
touch. He's gone for power and he's nowhere near.
Well, he didn't go for power, he went for... The ball is supposed to be controllable.
Hit it.
It's overhit, isn't it? And it's the goalkeeper's ball. 3 minutes to be added on. Campbell.
There's a lot of hockey tackles.
Well, they're in a good position here. And that's the referee signalling for half-time, blowing his whistle.
Half-time, is there anybody I need to rest or anybody I want to take off? Probably Mounier. He hasn't really done a right lot, but I'm going to wait.
We are on match day 3, remember, in this competition of the group stages, and we're into the second half of this fascinating fixture.
Is playing inside.
Some potential in this move. Shot on! Well, they've all gone to the defender to say well done, but I think the guy who had the chance really should have scored.
Well, he had the chance to get his shot away, even though he had to take it quickly. Should have done better.
Bollocks dear.
He's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions. Jurgensen. Could be dangerous. Shots on here. Goalkeeper given an easy ride.
Right, I've let Mounier get into his game, but
that particular save anyway.
Jens Franson, but
little headed pass then, and a shrewd
one.
Look
at that.
Just lent the ball to his mate and got it back again. Chance from the pass.
That was a fucking foul.
Now this looks promising. Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. It's nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession.
Ooh, Jonathan Vieira.
Jonathan Vieira. Good play until they got that challenge in. They tried to keep it, but they haven't been able to.
Right, I'm going to take Jens Franson off. I think he might have taken a knock as well, but it's not showing up, so... De Poitre is going to get on.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. And shoots! The defenders managed to get in the way there. Schalke have this player very much in their sights, but they're trying to keep quiet on it.
Yeah, it does seem to have been rumbling on for quite some time. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if it does get sorted pretty soon in the next week or two.
Oh,
That's going to run on
balls.
through to the goalkeeper. Jonathan Vieira. Prib. Good forward play from them. Got past his marker. And there is some... The shot's on! Good block. He's refused to be beaten here.
Well,
And now the shot! Well, I'll give him credit for having a
That
go,
was thanks.
but it was nowhere near the target.
yeah, he took responsibility, didn't he? And he'll be hoping it's a bit better next time.
Just looking at the tactics of this match, maybe this substitution will hold the key. We'll be bringing you very shortly to Copa Europe.
Meunier.
It's next for Huddersfield Town. They'll be facing Bayern Munich.
Yeah, and it's got a special feel to it, and I think there might be a bit of needle, a bit of history between the two teams, and I hope that will lead to some good football.
Aaron Moy into the attacking third. It's hit the post and gone
Now
in.
that was a header. And De Poitre comes on and bang, straight in.
That was perhaps the place where it was impossible to save it. No goalkeeper could have reached that. It clips the post on the way in.
Yeah, really good strike. He took it early as well, and I think that's what caught the goalie off guard as much as anything.
I have to say it's so one-sided today, but all credit to the team that are racking up the goals. Jonathan Vieira. Played forward, a bit of menace in this attack. Can really get at the opposition here. Oh, it's a corner via that deflection.
Should have let it
He's
go.
allowed three substitutes and two of them coming on together here. And in it goes. Shots on here.
Oh,
Full touch to score the goal. He has been a king of a keeper, really, but I'm afraid his crown has just slipped there and they've got the better of him.
Well, he looks disappointed with himself, but he shouldn't be after the saves he's made already.
They could pose some danger now. He's got a chance to cross. Lerver. Aaron Moy. It's a pass, another pass. At the moment, just giving them possession and not much more than that. So we'll restart with a throw-in. He's going to make a change now. Aaron Moy. He'll need to try and get the ball back now. This is Campbell.
come on, bring it out.
Jonathan Vieira.
Bring it out. Bit more, bit more, bit more. Attack me,
Oh,
attack
he's good
me.
at
Oh, that'll do.
cutting those passes out in that middle of the
Oh,
park.
what a surprise. I'm gonna... Oh, it's your own stupid
Well, we
fault
thought
for
we were
walking
here
in.
for a very even contest, Alan, but it hasn't panned out that way at all.
It hasn't. I mean, you look at the two sides, man for man, there's not much to choose between them, but I think tactically the team leading here has been a bit more cute and taking the chances better, that's for certain.
Jonathan Vieira. Campbell. There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view. He went in well. Aaron Moy.
No, why? You
Anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene. Jonathan Vieira. Can't keep the ball at the moment. It's looking good, this move. He's very confident with the ball at his feet. And here's the shot. He got in the way.
Because he got in the way. Right, I got some pace, it seems, just appeared out of nowhere. Richardson on for Moy. Moy's a key player. Schindler can come on for Nakobe because I've still got Yang
He's coming forward
with
some danger.
Oh, what the chuff!
That's great defending there, stopping that attack.
That's it. No, yeah, he can't.
Aaron Moy. This is Campbell. Fripp.
That guy is pretty good. Oh, it
Jonathan
like.
Vieira.
I wonder what his
Catching
stats
now.
are like. Quite like him.
Easy decision, free kick. And now he's going to sort out that earlier incident.
Gotcha,
The player
Matlu.
who committed the foul.
Yeah, he doesn't miss much, this ref. He's eagle-eyed, and he wanted to give the team a chance to move forward, but always going to produce the yellow for that.
2 more minutes to play, that of added time. And they've cut it out.
Look at this fucker.
There it is, the final whistle.
Woo! 4-1.
Well, look at that scoreline, and it emphasises what we've seen. We should be able to play on a wider.
Player ratings. Prib. Te poate Anson and Moy. Thomason getting the man of the match. Right, so I'm looking at when he's going up, additional transfer budget already is an extra $1 million. I'm going to have a look. I'm going to search for a couple of players who I've signed in the past on Football Manager or FIFA who I personally think are fairly good players. I'm going to go for a guy, might, if you can guess it. Tranquillo Barnetta. He's 34 years old. I'm not going to probably sign him seeing his age, but he's retiring, so I can't. At 34. Retiring a bit early. I'm trying to think of any other players that I wouldn't mind signing. obviously most people when they see you starting FIFA 18, they want you to sign Cristiano Ronaldo or Leo Messi in the first season, and you know, blow all your budget on one world-class player because they're just special. I don't even know what that's supposed to gain. Trying to think. Dunga is probably... just thinking of Brazilians that I knew, and I was pretty sure he'd be too old, but to be even on the game. Benteke. I don't really like Benteke, but he always wanted to win some trophies. He's 28. He's at Crystal Palace. He's worth 22 million in their eyes. In my eyes, he's probably worth about 10. I've seen youth players with better athleticism. He's jumping in his strength. He'd be really good as a target man. This is why you just end up signing youth players. Because it's just a waste of time. So let's have a look at Harry Kane. How much is Harry Kane worth? £71 million. Far too much for any player. I'd love to bring him to the club, but it's not going to happen. I don't have a player that I can sell that would build up the funds to bring him in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my transfer. No, I'm going to look at my office. I'm going to look at my youth academy. Have I got any more players that I can bring through? Not particularly. This guy could probably do with being brought in anyway. Depotre is going to start up front. I think Van La Parra is the only player in my squad that I want to get rid of, but I can't get rid of because I need to bring in some more wingers first. Because all my right wingers don't play left, unfortunately. So as I said, we can put Kachunga and Edwards in, that's fine. I will play Schindler from the start this time instead of Jorgensen. And I will probably play... Where's that Thomas guy? Oh no, I'll play Gagnon. I'm going to play Bennett at left back instead of Lover. I'm going to play Payne instead of Moy. Quanner on the bench. I'm even going to drop the keeper. Whatever. So, let's try and bring up the stats of these guys, because as far as I'm literally gonna try and I don't think I'm going to get a response about Kwana or Nakobe just yet, but we'll play on a little bit further and play until the next match. No, we're not going to get it. Let's have a look at the jobs. No jobs available. Youth staff. Scout available. Okay, let's send this guy out. Norwegian. Send him to Russia. And Olsen is setting up a scouting network for Russia. Don't expect anything major to come from that. We will. I'm just going to play this other match just to give the session a little bit more FIFA action. I'm going to let them play in their red and black, and I'm going to just have a quick look at my bench. I'm going to leave it as it is. This guy's another guy I want to get rid of, so I'm actually going to play him instead of Schindler. Schindler knows I'm going to keep hold of him. Massive player for Huddersfield in this Premier League season. Definitely need to do our best to hold on to him. He could easily be poached by a better side. He's definitely fit in. Right. So as I said, FIFA is my first game of this evening.
Well, it may be a pre-season tournament, but
I'll just pause him while I fill you in. It's basically I'm probably going to switch. I'm sorry if I'm not, but I think I'm on YouTube right now. It's really, I get confused because I switch between the two. Mostly been streaming on Twitch lately, doing No Man's Sky gameplay. If you want to check that out, I will be doing some at some point this evening. I don't know when. It might not be the next game. I haven't decided, but I know that I'll be streaming that on Twitch because I've had occasionally people stopping by and watching me play that. I just want to play. I'd really like to get some Switch content on, but I don't have the tools to do that at the minute. I have a few party games that are really good on the Switch that I really want to give a shout out to for reference, seeing as I can't actually do it. Timberman VS and Party Golf. Brilliant party games, get your friends round local, and it's so much fun. I've not played Timberman VS, but I can see that that's what that would go for. I can see it being a lot of fun. Might not be as much fun as Party Golf, which have had people come round and play. We just have such a blast. Anyway, I will crack on with this match, and yeah, I will move on to the next game after this match, hopefully, pretty much straight away. So
finals are always exciting. This is the European International Cup, of course.
Yeah, a lot at stake here, Martin, which is a departure from my day when you could get fit away from the glare of publicity, but these boys have put on a good show so far.
Coming up for you, Huddersfield Town against Hertha Berlin. Huddersfield Town have this team at their disposal today. Probably one of the two front men will slip behind the other and augment the midfield when required.
I think so. If they start getting overloaded in the middle of the park, that's always an option for this manager, who does like to fill his midfield.
To put them in front. It's well read by the goalkeeper, but he still had no margin for error as he dived on the ball.
Well, you've got to be a good keeper-sweeper these days, haven't you? And he certainly showed that here.
He spotted a teammate, and he's got the technique as well as the vision to switch the play. On the attack here.
Oh, I didn't even know I'd got that ball then. That was
certainly
the
on
shot.
top of the opposition then. And he banked it away.
That could have been dangerous.
Referee's given a corner. In goes the corner. Cleared away, well away from goal. Chance to go at the opposition with pace. Here's Edwards. Here's the chance. And they've broken through here with a really good goal.
And Van der Parra on the opposite wing to what he's supposed to be on, sneaks the goal.
Crazy. It's a terrific moment for the team. Well, if you keep going in to that sort of area, the ball will drop for you, and it dropped perfectly for him.
I think that's a lesson to anybody enduring a goal drought. Keep getting into the positions in the 18-yard, in the 6-yard box, and you will score.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Shelbrett. Free kick.
Oh, what a load of shit, ref.
Nothing more sinister than that. Shelbrett. That's good movement forward here. It's a good cross.
I'm liking.
The goal
Oh!
is there for the taking. There's the equaliser. And a really good start to the game. It's always thrilling when both teams show that they can score in a match.
I was just about to comment on how well the Egyptian is doing in goal for Town, and how I'm quite surprised at how he's not made any mistakes. And I'm not going to lie, that's not a mistake from me or from him. That's a mistake from the coding.
Lovely ball. In on the goalkeeper.
And
Wonderful chance.
Potter almost takes us into the lead.
From those kind of situations. Absolutely brilliant.
He's put in the corner. Miscued really with the header.
Yeah, not known for his heading, and you can see why there with that effort.
Well, at least he's giving it a go.
Able to cut that out with some sharp movement. That's very good shielding of the ball. Shelbrett. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. Shelbrett. Strong challenge. Payne. Put into the middle. It's in off the post.
And another header in off the post from De Poitre.
Right to the side of the goal and nicking off the inside of the post on its way in.
On another day, that might have rebounded back into play, but not this time.
Oh yeah. 2-1.
Off we go again, 2-1. Shelbrett. Sebastian Rode. That's a free kick. Defended well. He's got a chance to cross. The cross is long towards the back post. Not very easy for the goalkeeper there.
He learned from his previous mistake.
Edwards.
Edwards.
Now here's a chance to get at the
What
opposition.
a run by Edwards.
And he shoots from long range.
I think Edwards needs to work on his distance
out.
shooting.
Yeah,
I think I
that's
might
a
put a
waste to
distance
try his luck
shooting
from there.
running on a few of my players next training session.
It's a good way to nick the ball back. Quick thinking. They've been striving to get this sort of attack going, and it looked on there, and then the interception came in. They've cut the pass out there, and maybe that will ease the pressure. There's some potential in this move. Real chance. Oh, he's cut that out well read.
That's
Time
it.
to get
Come
the
on,
ball in.
Edwards.
Good power in that punch away by the goalkeeper from the cross.
How do you even do that?
Now they're looking to get forward from this position.
Oh, jam on toes.
Iturbe. Payne. Edwards. Really getting at the opposition this far up the pitch now. Saw the goal and went for it. Good stop by the goalkeeper. Here's Rekic. Trying to keep the ball. Not anymore.
I mean, I know it's not a science, but fucking hell.
Payne. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. In quickly.
What the fuck happened there? Oh,
Frick.
prick. Sounds about right.
Well, that's not so much an interception as a poor pass.
Oh, it's Frick. I thought it was prick.
Iturbe. Punched away by the keeper. Good forward play from them.
Oh, look at that
Oh,
jam.
that's good defending. Shelbrett. Shelbrett.
We'll play it
The
out
board
to
shows
the... Oh, no, it's
3
not.
added minutes.
Nice.
Here's Edwards. Space to try and hit it now. Wonderful reflexes to make
Oh,
the save
Van La
from close
Parra,
range.
you bent
One in front,
bastard.
they would be a lot more comfortable if they were 2 in front, and they really could have been.
Yeah, might they look back on that with a bit of regret, because that was a great chance
He
to
might
extend
look
the lead,
back
wasn't
on
it?
that with a bit of regret. That was terrible. Got something in the
Sebastian
eye.
Rode.
Fucking annoying.
Frick.
Prick.
Half-time in the semi-final. A narrow lead, but it could be a decisive one. They'll certainly hope so as they head for the dressing room.
Well, first 45, everything went according to plan. They've just got to hold the nerve, and I think they're going to be through.
It was like a stray eyelash or something. That is what will stop you getting any money from this bloody video, because you are funny.
Whistle, and we're off for the second half. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. That's the keeper's ball from the moment the cross left its foot.
Tart.
It's Karim Rekik. Good screening, and he's kept the ball. Sebastian Roda. Played forward, a bit of menace in this attack. Got to be. Oh, he wishes he'd made it harder for the goalkeeper, I think.
What? Fuck.
That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Kane. I think that's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the first half?
Well, he played really well, didn't he? And he got himself a goal to put his team ahead. He'll be pleased with that first 45 minutes.
Iturbe. There's good progress with this attack. Good defending.
What a surprise. Right, Alfie Lee's going to have to come off because he's not good enough. The only reason he's getting so many games is so that he can actually improve. But as usual, FIFA needs you to play 20 million games.
Backing his own talent here to keep the ball. And he has got some support if he wants to just lay it off. Lang. Spotted that well and intercepted. Escudero. There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view. So our transfer talk just before the game here, Alan, is involving Tottenham Hotspur and a possible signing for them.
Well, all the fact...
And here's the shot. Well, they've all gone to the defender to say well done.
Spurs signing Zaha.
The chance really should have scored.
Well,
Can't
he
see
had the
that,
chance to get his shot away, even though he had to take it quickly. Should have done better.
Lang. Just trying to catch the player in possession. Good football between these two. Nice passing. Could be dangerous. He's gone out for a goal kick.
I mean, I know
Now
people
they're
are going to be
behind.
crap
They've
at
got
crossing
to
when
try
they're
and
young, but
switch things
that's
around.
terrible.
And here comes a substitution. Taking on the defenders. Comes in strongly. Pressure is on, but he is managing to keep the ball. He's got a bit of support if he needs it. Lang. Plenty of anticipation around the Copa Europe. It's next for Huddersfield Town. They'll be facing Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
This could be a chance.
Yeah,
It's
it's offside.
A substitute coming on to try and repair the damage now. And Smith. Kane. He's coming forward with some danger. Defended well. Lang. Sebastian Rode. Escudero. And they cut it out. Moving the opposition around with their play, these two players. And that's good support as they build this attack. Very good distance to the clearance. Well, he's had a go. Praise for trying the shot, Alan. Well, his team.
Right, so who do I bring on next? I think Billing. No, I think Payne needs a break. And I'm going to bring Eklund just because he's got more stats.
Mates aren't too happy.
Matthew Leckie.
Oh, how about this? Listen to the crowd now. He's coming off, having really taken this game by the scruff of the neck.
Oh, he's a real favourite with these fans, an even bigger favourite now after that performance.
Iturbe. Lang. Lustenberger. And the referee's read that perfectly. They can play on even though it was a foul.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a yellow card after this move, but you should let the move go on.
Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. Getting forward well as a team now. Gets his cross in. Feels to punch here, the goalkeeper. Good technique. He's got support here. He's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions. Free kick coming up. Smith.
Yes.
They could pose some danger now.
Come on, lad. What a ball.
Whisked
Oh,
away that.
bastard.
His teammate couldn't quite connect. Real hint of promise about that attack, but in the end it came to very little. Could have played him in, but in the end the goalkeeper relieved that he didn't. Good vision. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. He's had a go here, and here's the shot, and this is a goal. He's kept his shot down, and he's got a goal to show for it.
Well, if you look back through the archives, you'll see that this player has scored quite a few from these kind of distances, and it is an act.
Well, for a fraction of a second, Alan, I thought he was going to keep it out. He did get a touch on the ball, the goalkeeper, but in it went.
Yeah, he's annoyed with himself there. He's his own harshest critic and feels he should have done better.
Just a reminder, 3-1 it is now, the scoreline. On the attack here.
If you look at the coaching manual...
To get back in the game, off the crossbar, and back into the penalty area. Iturbe.
Oh.
Referee.
What? I got the ball. I'm getting sick and tired of fucking tackling on FIFA. I foul. It's a fucking instant fucking problem. They foul.
Like
I'll play
well,
on.
He's
It's
tried to
fine.
go for the slide tackle.
Not my fault if you can't physically
It is a foul.
demonstrate a decent tackle on your game.
That's a save. He's got his shot off now. Well, there's a twist to the tail here. They've cut the deficit in half. They're only one behind now. There's still plenty of time to try and find this equaliser. Well, they've got this goal. Now they've got to find another goal in the seconds that remain.
It's lifted the team and it's lifted the crowd. You just never know how the team that's just conceded are going to react now.
Great team play, Alan, this, isn't it? Everyone wants the ball.
Yeah, and I think the movement off the ball gives the man in possession 2 or 3 options every time.
Good screening, and he's kept the ball. Smith could get the ball into the box now. Has to score. It's bounced back into play from the bar.
That was ridiculous.
Really nip and tuck here, right to the very last. And the referee blows. The game is over, and the final score is 3-2. Well, it doesn't matter how you win a semi-final, it's just that you win, and they have this great result.
Yeah, all about getting over the line. Nobody remembers losing semi.
So let's see. I don't think there's any point looking at Zach Ramsey's performance in that one. Galatasaray in the final. Definitely one of the better sides in the tournament, even if they're not as good now as what they were once. Bum 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 bum. So let's see if transfer talk's broken down. There you go, machine gun and cover. Every single time I have a youth player in transfer talks with someone, it never happens. They never agree terms. And it's probably because they're not good enough to demand anything and they're not being offered what they want. It's just ridiculous. Transfer budget's gone up by another 2 million. I mean, I'm not being funny, but this is ridiculous. I need to bloody... Kachunga's getting a start, I think, and I'm going to have to play Mosquero in the final. Or am I? Where's Thomason? No, I might play Thomason. Should be good. Then Moy's definitely going to have to play. Probably going to play Jorgensen and Schindler in the final. Lover at left back. Matlu at right back. Ince actually is going to play. Oh man, please tell me I haven't. There he is. Thomas on the bench. Pearson on the bench. Fact. That's the team I'm thinking of playing for the next match. And that's me done for as far as FIFA is concerned. I will just skip Colin Quana has actually exited the building. Final scout report on Kopke Muset. Another 700,000 in that. Elias Kachunga for a fee of 5.2 million. I'm not going to accept that. Delegate. Start the offer at. Don't sell the player for less than 5 point. See if we can get them up a little bit. I don't really want to sell him, but I've got a lot of right wingers and they're going to get unhappy, and he's going to be unhappy because he's not playing that many matches. I prefer the name Kachunga, and obviously ain't nobody like Kachunga, but you know, needs most. FIFA isn't about that, and selling him, he's not amazing. I definitely want to sell Van Lopara, but he plays left and I kind of need a left winger. Let's have a look at that as well. Let's look at changing some of these instructions. Let's just add position left midfielder. 20 to 25. Pinpoint crosser. First team quality. Pacey. And hopefully loan offer for Steven Munoz. Loan deal. Alright, so that's where we end FIFA. If you wish, like I said, I'll be streaming over on twitch.tv/alwaysmutetheweirdo, all one word, and I may pop back at some point to do some more streaming on YouTube here. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.